Hello, and welcome back to the Various Topics Show with MattAlford. I'm your host, MattAlford. Today's topic involves prices, items, and the necessities we all want to lower prices. This is the reality of each generation, a way living in this cruel world we call life. There is one thing we will all hear: everything costs, and always will cost. There's no way around this term, so strap yourselves in and understand that there is no way to escape financial stability and finding ways to lower prices on everything, which involves everyday expenses such as oral hygiene, medicines, to enjoyable family outings, and joyful times such as getting to know Jesus Christ and becoming his saved children. Why is everything so cow-mess expensive? Sure, the reason is because of two words: greed and lack of educational experience. And with the rise of AI, creepy internet behavior replacing real-life human hard workers in almost every job sector, such as the journalism field to even day-by-day paycheck-to-paycheck jobs, such as being a drive-thru speaker at a horrible fast food joint. Plus, that's even being replaced with that creepy AI-generated voice. In addition, by the end of the day, it all boils down to costs and what the general audience wants to witness. Indeed, the younger population is confused and doesn't care about quality of the material and just wants to make a quick buck or two. That in itself is a cow-mess shame. Another potential reason is because people want higher demand of material items that is well beyond their price range, and they work at jobs knowing that they don't make enough to sustain the high interest rate on that finance to keep what they got leased for. Most of the time, the buyer ends up getting that item repossessed or taken away from them, either because they couldn't maintain it price-wise, usually. It's very tough to experience, especially if the buyer has a family with children to take care of. However, that's no excuse to put children through something, especially without talking to the higher power among us all. If they are a Christian or believe in him now, because no matter how hard you work and how much funding or ability you have to buy the item, without Jesus' way, it will never work. And say that it does have success, it won't last forever. This part of the episode is brought to you in part by St. Luke chapter 5, verse number 6 through 8. And it reads in part, "And when they had done this, they caught a great number of fish, and their net was breaking. So they signaled to their partners in the other boat to come and help them. And they came and filled both the boats, so they began to sink. When Simon Peter saw it, he fell at Jesus' knees, saying, 'Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord.'" This has been a Holy Bible verse moment, and now back to the podcast. All right, for the original point, can prices ever go down? In the long term, it could be possible. However, are big giant corporations going to want to do that, such as Target, McDonald's, fast food names like Netflix, Dreyer's ice cream corporations, medicine companies, and all doctors' offices want that? The overall response is no. Not helping matters, the recent wildfires just made things in our growing selfish economy much harder to rebuild homes and businesses because of the updated construction guidelines. And the cost of lumber is in high demand at the time of this recording. And are some other big-time television networks going on to give up all the funding? And the short answer, no. Because everybody wants to watch their classic TV shows and movies on streaming services, which makes the big-time corporations satisfied and the original home viewers paying for more with the service. Plus, daytime boring cable almost becoming obsolete nowadays. But say that we as a nation, under Jesus and invisible, that we work together for the higher spirit kingdom above us all and power for his true children. That's not very likely right off the bat now, but in the long haul, it could be possible if our financial differences and entitlement are put to the side and we all stand up for one another. We could all stride towards the same outcome, lowering wages and prices on everything. Heck yeah, who's with me? The steps to lower prices are to conserve what we have. Sharing is supposed to be caring, but that depends on what that is. And the fact of COVID being a presence, such as the other health crises over the decade, has seen more disaster than others. The second step to lowering your wages is bond with your children as a parent or guardian and expose them to Jesus and build a relationship with him if he is your Lord and Savior. Reason that is, for the natural birth parents of those children, is because they made an egg. It's the chicken story. Understanding to take care of that egg, aka the toddler, until he or she hatches and learns how to crawl, walk and run, catch their own food and water, spread their wings and fly from the home nest. The other step is learning how to enjoy the season because it gets tough. But with Jesus in my heart and knowing me personally, I can overcome anything because he is with me throughout the experience of that sidecar journey. Except less than you can chew, for example, time. If you can go to a buffet restaurant and had a good amount of food and you pick up a fruit vegetable cake and cannot finish it, then instead of picking it up, you leave it there. And instead of the restaurant having to restock a fresh batch, somebody else can pick it up, and that saves the restaurant funding. In conclusion, understanding everybody's things in this cruel world costs funding. So get comfortable, as there is no way around the harsh reality of inflation and high costs. Plus, as the years go on, the more it's going to get worse. But include Jesus in your heart and follow his commandments, and he will guide you through anything. Plus, this is your host, Matt, and stay tuned for the next episode about a very special topic about Mother's Day and how you should honor that special female that truly adores you regardless if they were a great role model in your life or not. Until next time, and adore one another, everybody!